Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you for joining me. It's been a little while since I've done a live stream. I had some pretty bad technical problems with audio related stuff, and it was not good. It's a bit nasty. So I've finally kind of got over them. No longer using a big condenser mic which picks up loads of sound. I'm using this whole thing, and yeah, my workstation seems to be behaving a bit better now. But yeah, thank you for joining me. I'm going to try and record a video game metal cover from scratch. I say try because it could, you know, who knows what's going to happen. It's one of those things where sometimes I start recording and half an hour in it's like, oh, it's not really going anywhere, this isn't really working. So hopefully that won't happen. But yeah, so I've done a little bit of prep already, and the track that I am going to try and record is from Super Smash Bros. It's the Starfox theme. Whoa, good start. So you know, I was talking about getting over technical problems. Goodness me, what a cracking start. Okay, so bear with me a second. I'm going to try and fix what the hell's going on here. Okay, we are back. That's basically it. So yeah, I'm just going to jump straight in. First thing I'm going to do is record some drums. That's usually a good place to start, just because it's nice to play along with drums rather than playing along with the click. So a little bit of camera trickery, magic, and you should be able to see. Yeah. You can actually see what I'm playing this time, which is not something I did before. So I'm going to play something rough to begin with. It's going to need fixing, it's going to need quantizing, but yeah, it'll work as a good kind of guide to begin with. So I'm just going to improvise and make something up, see what happens. Cool, so for the most part that was fine. It's going to take a little bit of fixing. A bit of quantizing to begin with, I guess. 16th notes. Yeah, so I'm not entirely over my technical issues by the looks of it. I'm still getting a bit of this... I don't know, if anyone knows what's going on here. You get this horrible crackly sound. Whenever I try and do anything reasonably intensive in in Reaper. Actually, I'll tell you what I'm going to do first. Turn off all these effects because I don't need them on. That's probably going to help a little bit. Hey, what do you know? That helped significantly. So yeah, literally just turning off the effects I'm not using. I'm not recording guitars and bass at the moment, so I don't need them on. That's probably going to help. I think I end up a lot of the time with just like 10 plugins just on, using up processing power when they don't need to. Yeah, so I'm going to turn this light down a little bit because I look a bit washed out. That's better. So I'm just going to tidy this up. I'm not going to go too crazy into like getting it just exactly bang on. There's a section in the middle which I wasn't definitely not happy with, so I might fix that. But yeah, I'm just going to go through and tidy this up a bit. Maybe I'll tidy up a few little bits here and there. So this is definitely meant to be one of those I've done these so many times, you just sort of do it roughly in the right place to begin with. Let's get that shorter. And then through the magic of quantizing, oops, and the magic of not pressing the wrong button, make it a triplet, make it a triplet 16th. Give that a bit of a flam effect right there. Kind of want to put in a ba-ba-da-ba-dum to match the melody line there. And again there, ba-ba-da-ba-dum, boom. Maybe make that another one of those little quick triplet bass fills, which I love so much. Oops, what am I doing? That fill sounded cooler in my head. And it kind of works. What about something like something cheeky, a little offbeat kind of delay? Yeah, I got it up. That ain't right. That's again meant to be one of those triplet things. I could go through and tidy up the note lengths here. They don't need to be that long, but pff, whatever. I actually didn't mean to do a half-time thing there, but that kind of works. That does not work. Nice. That looks like I was going for a fast triplet bass fill. And again, man, I do love those things. I didn't say, oh, just gotta quantize it. Oops. Okay, this bit was terrible. I don't know what was going on there. I think I had a thing in my head of going, but yeah, I had a, you know, my hands didn't want to do what they were told, so it ended up sounding dodgy. got the right idea with that whole. I think if I mute this, you'll hear it better. There's quite a strong pulse element here. If I mute the drums, you'll hear what I mean. Or maybe there isn't actually. Okay, there isn't a strong pulse element. It's kind of chopped up. But I think I've always heard that in my head as just like a so fuck it. I'm gonna put that there. If I mute the drums first, it might help. So yeah, what I really want is I might, you know what, I might actually just get rid of that. If I turn the snap off, I don't know why I've done that. Oops, don't know why I'm gonna do that. Okay, so yeah, something like that. That's what I want. Straighten that up. It's gonna definitely need some fixing. Make those triplets again. I don't need a bass drum now. Break those bars up a little bit by adding a crash cymbal on the first beat. So same again here. So you get might do a cheeky little Mike Portnoy style. Cool. So yeah, that crash cymbal on each beat. It's a sort of I think it emphasises the change of chords at those bits. So. I suppose by that logic, adding another one here because it changes there as well. So that's kind of cool. That's what I had in my head when I originally went to record that. Oops. So yeah, I should probably save. Bear with me. What am I doing? It's not even close to spelling that correctly, but you know, whatever. It's cool. Right, so now I've got pretty much all the drums I need. If I just get rid of that. Now I'm just going to quickly listen to it and make sure I've not missed any glaring errors. Thought I heard something funny. That snare I could do with just having a bit more kick to it, likewise. kind of like a sort of build up to this snare fill here. Maybe. I'm going to chuck one of those in. Maybe make Chinas. Maybe make that not a China so that doesn't sound too repetitive. And I'm actually changing my mind on this whole thing as well. I am going to get the kick drum to double up on those snares just to get a proper kind of bum. Yeah, that's what I want. And especially if that loops around to the original. Just going to glue these together just so they're a bit easier to manage. Loop it around. Oh, except we don't want the intro in there. Could try something funky. I'm getting a little bit carried away here with drums, but I'm in no massive rush, so why not? Why not? So kind of thinking something like that with a bit more balls to it. Likewise, those kick drums could do it coming up. Yeah, I like it. And I want the same thing at the start, so I'm just going to take that modified version, stick it at the start. Cool. Happy with that. Happy with that indeed. Okay, so that's the drums done for the moment. It's kind of placeholder. I will go back at some point and not necessarily fix them, but just change them up a bit. I think for the most part they work. They do what they need to do, and especially for recording guitars and bass, you want something just sort of musical to play along with. And no doubt during the guitar writing process, I'm going to come up with riffs and stuff that I think, oh, this is cool, and then I should probably change the drums to match that guitar riff, and they'll change. And then what I'll probably end up doing is, by the time I finish the whole thing, go back and do a full pass on the drums and just sort of rewrite them and go in a bit more detail. Not play it live, go in and really sort of get things just right. But it's all quantized and it's all tight and in time and works along with the music. Which I'm happy with. Okay, cool. So yeah, drums are done. Piano is there just so I know if I need to work things out, which I'm about to do. I can. Might help. So I found sheet music earlier on. I'm not usually one for reading sheet music. I'm pretty bad at it, and I quite like the idea of learning things by ear and figuring things out. It's like best practice, but really for this there's a few sort of really particular weird little melody things that I want to get just right, and big sort of big chord things like that which I want to get right. I found it earlier and I have no idea where it's gone. I closed it. It took me ages to find it, so I'm going to be annoying and spend ages looking for it now. Should have saved this. See if I can find it. No, you know, I'm not going to find it. Screw it. Okay, well, alright. Best practice it is then. Let's work things out by ear. So, the chords and stuff like that are kind of, well, I say obvious. They're the clear things to work out here. Doesn't really do much chord-wise at the start. Turn this up a bit. Oh no, that's the wrong one. So really what it's doing is it's does this intro. So which is just kind of, there you go. Let's have a look at what's going on. It's upside down, I know, but we've got G and the F. Oops. And then it just kind of sits on G for a bit. Oh. So I don't just want to sit on the guitars for ages, because it sort of does that and then... all that's really doing is just going from C to C sharp. And then it does this whole... so what I want to do is come up with something in the guitars, in the main riffs, that are a little bit more imaginative, a bit more moving around. I mean, you also don't want to... I feel like I don't want to complicate things too much either. I don't want loads of ridiculous fancy riffs. Maybe I do, I don't know. But for the moment, I'll go for something kind of simple, but I don't know, striking the balance between too simple and too exciting, I guess. I mean, for the opening bit... I think I want to keep it fairly straightforward. Might be good if I had. Just need to check my recording levels are right. Also, as always, you should tune your instrument before you play it. Last thing you want to do is get halfway through recording a bunch of guitar tracks and I realise they're half a semitone out, so I'm gonna tune up, which will be some fun watching, I know. What are we doing? There is a line 6 tuner thing that I use for this pod farm tuner. There we go. It's got a kind of nice interface. Putting it in before it gets to the amp, so you don't try and tune a bunch of what's it called? Distortion. And I'm actually going to, just so it doesn't sound like crap. Oops, not do that. Do that. Okay. For those of you just joining for this super exciting video of me tuning my guitar, welcome. I am currently attempting to record Super Smash Bros., the Sector Z theme, which was Starfox stage from Smash Bros., the original Smash Bros. On the N64. It's one of those tunes which has just gone into loads of Smash Bros. Games and was in Star Fox 64, although I wouldn't know because I never actually played Star Fox 64. Can you believe it? So we are... I don't want to do that. Damn it. Okay. Cool. Always nice being in tune. Alright, so let's just jump in. I'm just going to start playing some guitar stuff. See what happens. Might work, might not. I'm going to keep the original soundtrack on just so I can hear it a little bit, but I don't want it to be too overpowering. Just so I know roughly where I am. Okay. First guitar take. Making it up as we go along. Wish me luck. Ah, terrible. Okay, so there was some good stuff in there. There was some utter bollocks in there. So now I guess it's just a case of deciphering what was good and what was not good. I think actually for a lot of the time this sort of straight dum 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 dugga dum worked kind of well. And the intro. I'm compensating for having to turn my samples up in my audio settings, meaning that the signal comes in a little bit delayed. It's not a pretty sight, but I basically, most of my recordings you'll see they just sort of fall a little bit before the beat, and it's, believe it or not my out of time playing. It's to do with the buffering and the fact that I'm getting my tone from these plugins, and it takes a while for my playing to go through and come back out of the software, and it's a bit of a mess. That's one of the problems I've been having recently, so you just kind of have to roll with it, I think. But this should now sound a little bit more in time. Now, that's cool. I kind of like that opening bit, so I'm going to keep that for sure. This next bit, I don't know if it does that bum in the verse, so I'm just going to check. Yeah, it does. Sort of. It kind of does it half as often, so. Wait. Does it there? Doesn't quite do it there. Does it there? So, doing it the first time it comes up, then leaving it, then doing it the second time it comes up. But I guess I could try and stick to that. It's not really the end of the world if I kind of make up my own thing there. But yeah, so that. So this is an idea I had ages ago, and it kind of works. I quite like it. And it works with that drum beat carrying over the beat. There. So I might actually stick with that. So, okay, I'm going to redo this bit first, I think. I'm going to move that out of the way. I know where that comes back in. Yeah, I'm just going to give this a go. Yeah, I'm happy with that. Annoyingly, I can't just shove this forward because it'll leave a gap there, unless, yeah, it's not going to be a pretty sight. Unfortunately, it's going to be a lot of this, unless I move this forward, crossfade it with that. It's not the most elegant of solutions, but it should work. Cool. Okay, so I am gonna chop this so where chop that just so where I've dragged it over, there's not like an excess bit hanging over into bar 14, and I'm going to double track everything I've got so far. just so it's done and it's nice and tidy.
Nearly. Oh. Bad place to cut. Okay. That was bad. Bollocks. That was all fine, I got sloppy. I'm just going to go from here. Cool. That's fine. So, if you're wondering what I was doing there, I double track my rhythm guitars. So rather than just recording, like I did to begin with, recording two simultaneous tracks here and here, if you have exactly the same recordings panned, you get this weird thing where it doesn't really pan and fill out like you want it to. It just shoots right back to the middle and it becomes really powerful. If you record the same thing again, the ever so slight nuance and difference between each take means you actually end up with two separate takes, and you don't get this kind of things being identical and battling out for the center. You actually end up with a bit more of a wider sound. So this should, once I move it up, sound pretty decent with any luck. So bear with me a second. It actually kind of looks in time, and actually that top bit kind of doesn't look in time. Maybe I made a horrible mistake this whole time. It's not a very elegant setup, but it should be close enough. So it's sounding nice and choppy. Gonna save that just to make sure things line up. Cool, so now I've got the option to go down. I might stick with a choppy C power chord rather than going right. Maybe at some point if I go to like a more sludgy, maybe, but I think for now, something like that. What did I do here though? I might just have a quick listen to what I did originally, see what happens. So that's kind of interesting. I might listen to that with the original. I quite like that. Yeah, I might try something ridiculous. I know I said, oh, you know, let's not put too ridiculous riffs in there, but screw it, it might just work. And I quite like that riff, so let's give it a go. It's a bit silly, but I'm going to turn that. Yeah, I might come back to that idea. For now, I think I'm going to simplify it. Yeah, I'm going to go simple for now. I'll try and... I might spice things up a bit when I go for a repeat or something, but for now I'm just going to give that a go. So again, that it's another little thing that I tried out ages ago. Yeah, and again it references that other bit. Does that sound right? Oh, of course it doesn't, because I haven't double tracked it. Yeah, sorry, being an idiot. Apologies. Okay, so I think I like that idea. I'm going to do it all again though, just because it was a bit all over the place, and to try and make it a bit more uniform, I guess. Oh, goodness me. Oh, what's going on here? Damn it. It's the right kind of thing. I need to decide on something definitive, I think. Bum, 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 bum. That's what I think I need to do. Yeah, I think I like that. Oh, it's not an elegant way of doing this, but it's kind of no workaround for me at the moment, I'm afraid. I think I need to switch around. I'm going digga digga jam, bum bum bum. I need to switch where I'm doing that because it's not actually matching the melody. I'm going to try that one more time. Yeah. Oops. Oh dear, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's give that one more go. Cool, so that's a bit more, that's a bit closer to what's going on in the melody. Let's move that along a bit. Not sure about that, Phil. I think that's all it needs. Easy, easy peasy. Right. Okay, cool. So... Jesus. Let's just move that out. Okay, and now to double track. So I think I'm happy with that. And again, it's one of those things where I might change my mind a little later on. But for now, I'm going to double track those guitars. Bugger, nearly had it. That sounded out of time. It's better. Cool, so gonna save that. Oops, not gonna delete that. Okay, so just gonna be cheeky. Move that along a little bit, just so it's a bit more in time. Fix that. Alright, I think we're getting somewhere. I feel like there's the bulk of the rhythm down, and that's usually the bit that can cause the most problems because the melodies and the harmonies, they tend to be there, and they're the bits that I just copy note for note, with the odd exception sometimes. But for the most part, I try and stick to the melody and the harmonies as true to the original as possible because that's the bit that people know. That's the bit that makes it the melody, the actual tune. And the riffs and the guitar and the rhythm parts underneath are the bits where I can usually be a bit more creative and come up with stuff, and that's the pressure. That's the, you've got to come up with something on the spot. But it seems to be okay. I seem to have done alright so far. That's the only thing I was really worried about. Drums have come together nicely, the guitar parts are there, almost. And I want to do some variations as well in the second time round, just to give it a bit of, you know, variation. Now I just need to tidy up this last bit, so... Yeah, I don't think it needs to be any more complicated than that, really. Maybe change this a little bit up. So I really like. That's, to me, sounds like an old school Dream Theater riff, and it's one thing I like. It's old school Dream Theater riffs. Just that repetitive kind of single note rhythm with the chords that change on the top, but the guitar part pedals underneath. I think that's really cool. I mean, it was played badly and out of time, but I think the idea was the intent was there. Yeah, I think that it needs something to just. This bit's really straight edge. This is where it opens up a bit. In fact, I might reference that by changing the hi-hats. Close them up for this bit, so you just get a. If the riff opens up here a little bit, just have a bit more of like a. What I am gonna do is take a bit of these drums. Take some of that, move it over here. Oops. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to loop around for a while and just try some riffs, and just give myself enough space where I can just record and make stuff up for about a minute or so, and see if anything decent comes out of it. I'm going to turn the backing track off. I just want to like focus on a cool riff. I think I've got something lined up, but it's always nice to just give yourself a bit of room sometimes. So this is very placeholder. This is just so I can figure out a riff. Oops. Okay. It'd be helpful if I start in the right place. I'm going to start one bar early just in case I need it. Ah. It's ambitious, but it might work. That's a riff already, isn't it? I don't know where that's from, but I swear I'm stealing something. Yeah, I think I really like that. I think that's going to work. And the good part of this is if I find a riff that I like while I'm recording, I can just record it twice in a row, stick them on top of each other, and then just shove it back into that section. It should just work. But I'm going to give that another go. Oof. Alright, okay, so this is where I become super shortcut and cheaty. I hit that riff twice. I got it at least twice where it wasn't terrible. So I'm gonna... That was one of them. Nearly. Okay. That's one good thing to come out of that. I think I got a couple of decent of the other main riff as well. So ba bam ba 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 ba. I started doing that. Okay, screw it. I'm just going to do that again. I've got one backup fill riff there. I'm just going to try and do that one more time. Oh, that was close. It's all there, it's just a little bit sloppy. I really like it though, I think it's going to work, so I'm just going to keep trying. Apologies if this is a bit that gets tedious. Okay. I think it's there. You know what? I think that might be the one. Okay, so I just need now one more full riff. Okay, that's fine because that bit is good, and that bit was a good one from the other one. Hope you're keeping up with this. Wait, what the hell? Well, I'm confused. Okay, I think I'm being an idiot. Oh god. Oh, I missed the... Am I being super dumb? Okay, I think that's it. I think that's the riff. Okay, save. Now, that's cool. So, now I've fixed that, I'm going to chuck that in there. This bit I think is the fine. Getting rid of that because that was just placeholder. So now, I'm just going to see what this sounds like. So this is a first run through. Does this riff actually work? Did I just spend 10 minutes faffing about? I like it. I think that works. It's a little bit out of time. That's cool. Because of the magic trick of cutting corners and faking it until you make it. Cool. Saving that. Okay, we're nearly there for rhythm guitar parts. So next, I need a ba-da-dum, da-da-dum, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-dum. And again, this I think really it just needs to be accenting those ba-ba-bum things. So I'm not going to complicate it too much. So the chord here is I can't hear it because I turned the piano off. I think. Yeah. Okay, I don't want to do anything too chordy and ends up being really sort of just blah and muddy. I want it to be nice and precise, and I think I'm going to have some big chordal harmony stuff going on in the lead part at this point when I get there. So I think maybe single notes or octaves or something like that. Don't want to go too high because again it's kind of encroaching into lead territory. I don't really want to do that because it's not really the chord. Again, it's kind of... well, it kind of works. I'm gonna go for octaves, I think. That was some sloppy playing right there. Cool. I'm gonna double track that guitar, and then I think that's done for rhythm guitars. Whoa. Yeah, nice. Done. Bum. Cool. Just gonna move that along, keep it in time with everything else. Sweet. Don't need to keep any of this, that was just placeholder stuff from the beginning. Okay, so that is, for the most part, the rhythmic guitar part's done. What I will probably do is break from doing rhythm guitar parts now so I can focus on the leads and getting those down. It's just nice to take a bit of a break, I think, and then possibly while I'm doing that I might come up with something else for the guitars to do the second time round, but for now I am going to copy and paste that around. Cool. Save. Right. While I listen to this through, just to see, oh yeah, so just going to listen, play through the whole thing for now. Just do what I've done and reflect on it a bit, and it's also going to give me a chance to take my jumper off because it's getting quite warm in here. So this is what I've done so far.
like it. I'm happy with that. Gonna get me some fresh air. Okay, so that's kind of like the really tricky bit over now. Well, that's the creative bit over, I guess. The tricky bit now is figuring out the melody and harmonies and stuff. Melody's kind of simple, so I'm going to start with that. So we get this kind of... Nothing too crazy going on there. So top line melody tends to go for the middle track. Whoa. Okay. I may have put the wrong input on here. I may have had the microphone feeding into the guitar. Wouldn't recommend it. Okay, I'm just gonna kind of, like I did with the previous guitars, just sort of go for it and see what happens. Yeah, see what happens. Let's see what happens. Well, I would say as far as first takes go, I've definitely had worse, so I'm happy with that. I'm gonna mute and turn off these tracks for now, just because I just want to focus on the melody. I don't want booming guitars going off from here, and I think that's kind of what put me off there. I'm just going to check that. Some of it was, I think a lot of it was good, some of it was definitely wrong, but let's give it a go. Blimey, that is out of time. Okay, so actually, that doesn't seem too difficult to do again. I'm going to do that without the guitars, because I had the rhythm guitars going on, and I think that really made the takes suffer, so I'm just going to give it another go. Damn it, I think that was okay for the most part.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. So. That's what I want to do. Oh, where am I? Oh, I'm lost. Okay. Cool. Nice. Okay, I'm happy with that. What I'm going to do is I'm going to chop this half a bar before the melody comes back in, just so I'm not chopping it back in on the melody. So that would be half a bar back in there. And that should be all I need to do. Yeah. Nice, that was pretty painless. Okay, so now comes the slightly more tricky bit, which is figuring out the harmonies. So, the opening bit. I think that's what I want to do. Nope. This is going to sound weird, but yeah, that does sound really weird. But trust me, it's right. Okay. Would help if I was on the right channel. And not going through the wrong input. That's me not fixing stuff I should have fixed already. Okay. No, I'm that. And let's go. Yeah, I don't even want to try and guess my way through that. That would be horrible. Cool. I'm just going to get the other intro part down as well, just so I can hear that that does sound exactly what I want it to sound like. So that is... Oops. Cool. Did it again. Oh my god. What am I doing? Okay, cool. That's what I want. Okay, so yeah, I'm just going to get this first, literally this section done, and just so I can go back and listen to it by itself and see what it sounds like. Oops. Let me do that again. Is that right? Yeah, cool. That sounds good. Let's chuck in the original rhythm guitars as well and just see what that sounds like. wicked. That's exactly working out exactly how I want it to sound. So now it's just a case of going through, figuring out the harmonies for this main bit, and yeah, just kind of going for it. So let's get back up to this channel. So there's some crazy stuff I could do here. I'll give you guys a little look at the keyboard just so you can see what I'm doing. So if you take away the melody from that, you get I quite like that. It's not exactly the original, but I think it should sound really cool. Possibly. Maybe that. So that middle part is going bum 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 ba da bum bum ba bum ba ba bum bum bum. This is so tedious. It's got to be done though. Diddle diddle dum bum 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 ba ba bum diddle 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 bum bum. So the part I'm about to play is bum ba ba bum. Okay, that's some weird parts, but let's see what that it's one of those things that will sound weird while I'm doing it, but hopefully when it all sort of gets played together at the end, it'll be nice and it'll make sense. Try that again. That wasn't quite right, and I've also not fixed the camera. That's better. I might just add that in just because it's a bit more interesting than. Damn it. Bugger. Okay, change your minds. Nearly. Oops. That last note. Bum bum. It's this weird. Okay. Oh, that's definitely not the right note. help if I play exactly the same thing over and over again. Goodness me. Okay. So, wasn't the prettiest attempt, but that should be the whole first bit. And again, I think I might just... no, actually no, I'll carry on. I'll do this whole section and then I'll move it down to the other part. So... I'm going to mute these guitars again because it's getting in the way a bit. Okay, so this is where it's worth just checking the original. So, there might be other things going on here that I'm missing. I might end up with a fourth guitar part here. I think it's inevitable, so I may as well just stick it in. So, best way to do this is to duplicate this track. So it's got all the same presets and guitar sim stuff in it, but change the panning so it's not colliding with this. So I'm going to move this to the left a little bit, move this to the right. So those are the two sort of central lead bits. This is still 24% to the right. Let's make that 32. Let's match the other guitar. So now it's a case of figuring out how do I order these, and it probably doesn't hugely matter for the moment. So I just need to make a note to go back to those bits. But for now, let's figure out the harmonies on this. Ugh. I think that's what I need to do. So. Okay, that's fairly straightforward. Okay. That's what I need. Okay. So, 1, 2. What I was doing there. G, okay. 2, 3, 4. That's kind of right, just played badly. That's fine. So let's chuck. I guess I'll just record that from there. Bum 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 bada bum. Okay. Ba-da-dum. Ba-dum bum bum. So it's basically a fourth underneath what I've already done. So this part, if I am right, I think I've got a drop of water on my head. That can't be good. Have I got a leak? I don't think so. Okay, I don't know what the hell that was. Give myself a 2-beat intro here. So yeah, this bit is... Okay, so yeah, it's just fourths the whole time underneath. Cool, that's fine for now. Okay, so that's the first harmony part done. Time to do the third part. So. Okay, so this is another weird bit. I'm going to just try and... Okay, that's the part, that's what I'm playing. Okay. Oops. I don't know what I was doing there. I mean, that was all right, but just the ending. This is a weird part. Okay. Nope. Nope. Oops. Okay. Next bits. Oops, I cut the wrong bit off there. Ooh, need to fix that. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-bum. Bum, bum. Okay. Alright, let's give this a go. That was right, but it was sloppy, so I'm going to do it again. Ugh, not as bad as that, though. Cool. So now it's just the start again. Okay, I'm gonna try different voicing. Same melody, different voicing. Another bit where I've accidentally cut that off. Okay, so this is going to be the 4-part harmony, but this is now still a fifth underneath the melody. And it stays that way until the end, where it resolves down to a major third of the G major chord. So that's that resolving into the major chord right there. So let's give that a go. Ah, it's close. Oops. Okay, so the likelihood is that I will go back in at some point before I actually release this and tidy things up, and I'm going to have to muck around with the mix, probably because I'm adding another track in here, so turning things up and down, mainly taking a 3-part lead guitar submix into a 4-part, just to make sure there's no clipping and peaking and that kind of thing. But at the same time, that'll give me a chance to rest my ears for a few days, go back in and find little bits, because I know that there's some out of time guitar parts here. So all of those sort of finicky little fiddling, moving things up and down, left and right kind of things, they will get fixed, just not now, because it's probably not entertaining viewing to see me go through and meticulously move things left and right. So I'm going to leave it for now, but it's 99% of the work. That last 1% is just going through and being a little bit retentive. So going to save that. That is most of, if not all of, the lead guitar done. Oh, I just realised I don't want that track. That's a duplicate from here. So now I've got this 4th track, which I'm going to use to just bolster up some of the chords. I think mainly... Maybe... Oh, no, I know what I was going to do with that. I was going to do those extra little... Those bits. let's give that a go. I don't want to solo that. Whoa, no, it's also not what I want to do. Oh, that's some out of time playing. That take was okay, but the previous bits on that are not good. So I think there's some more bits in here. I'm not going to put anything in there. I think it's really minor, and I think the less fogging of that lead guitar section I can do, the better. I am, however, going to add a fourth note to these chords. So that is ba ba bum bum is an octave below. So you end up with this. And then so yeah, I'll keep it on that G. Okay, so this might be the very last little bit of guitar I do. Whoa, what am I doing? Is that what I did? No, it's not. Okay. Cool. So I feel like that is basically that's everything. I might make a version where it's just that. So I'm going to chop this back in for the repeat. I'm going to cut it so it's half a bar early, just so I can catch the beginnings of these notes rather than just chopping them right on beat one. You end up with this very much sort of blah blah and no sort of intro. I think I talked about that in one of my previous streams. Oops. So bum bum. That actually, where the play marker is exactly where I want to move everything. So, oh god, what am I doing? Yeah, so, okay, that's the guitars done. Everything is in there that I want. The rhythm part I know is, I said originally that I potentially want to go back in and change some things, and well, not even change some things, but on the second time round, add some stuff and fix things around a little bit. But I think for now, it's done. I might leave it for another day. I'm going to go back in and do the bass now, but yeah, those guitar parts, I think they're basically done. So what I'm going to do before I release this as an actual track and as a video on my channel, like I said, I will go back in and tidy things up and potentially mix things around a little bit, change the drums up a little bit. But I think for the most part, we are most of the way there now. So what I'm going to do is plug my bass in. But while I'm doing that, I'm just going to go back and listen to everything we've done so far together, just so we can get an idea of what it all sounds like. I'm going to mute the original track as well, so we're just listening to what's going to end up in the final track without that stuff. And those bits. Yeah, so I'm really happy with how that's sounding, if I do say so myself. I think it's come together really good. Like I said, I think the risky thing with this, especially live streaming it, is there's always a chance that things don't work, and you know, getting 10, 15, 20 minutes, half an hour into a project and just sort of going, well, it's not really happening. But actually, I think live streaming it probably adds a little bit of pressure that makes me sort of push through and persevere with a lot of this stuff. I think a lot of the time I just sort of give up, and it's a shame because I'm sure I've probably missed out on tracks where I've started and not continue with. But I think this has turned out kind of how I wanted it to. So yeah, basically now is the time to add bass, and then I think we're pretty much done. So I may start something new. I may not. I may call it, but we'll see. We'll see how we go. We're approaching the 2-hour mark, I think. Yeah, you know, I could go on, but we'll see how we go. So I'm gonna quickly tune. Stick it at the start of the signal flow so it's not picking up any other crap. Is this going to be the wrong... Oh, I'll turn the effects off. Yeah, it is. I don't know why... Oh, I switched the inputs around. I rarely actually play with this tone when I'm not just recording. Bass these days for me, I used to play quite a lot, but for the most part, it's an afterthought, which is a bit of a shame. But you know, I get to very rarely actually sit down and play proper bass, and that's that tone. Very primacy kind of thing going on by design. Okay. So tuning, what am I doing? Losing the plot, getting distracted. Oof. Yeah, another problem I have is my bass needs fixing. As you can tell, it's crackling away. Let's save myself some processing and just get rid of that one. Yeah, so I actually didn't. I think I attempted to record bass on my last live stream, and it did not go well because of all that crackling. and I thought I'd save the people watching the pain of listening to a horrible cracking sound, but it seems to be alright today. So I didn't actually get a chance to go through the bass stuff I use, and it's pretty simple. This Chris Lord Algae bass plugin, which is basically where all the tone comes from. Without it, it's pretty much... just sounds like a DI signal. With it, you get this. It's amazing. Like I just, you get so much out of your signal just from one little plugin, and it's all really simple. Like I think the whole point of these Chris Lord algae plugins is don't cover it with complicated stuff. It's like you want some bass, cool, crank the bass up, treble, fine, compression. You know, you've got 3 presets, and then just turn it all the way up, and it's the kind of thing that you can absolutely crank, and it doesn't tend to peak. Same with the effects and chorus and stuff. It's just like it's like everything you want in a big, massive metal sound in a plugin with very little else going on. Other than that, I've got a limiter that goes through. Oops, where's my limiter? Oh, right there. Just to basically just wall it. And then other than that, a bass booster. I don't even remember putting this on, but apparently there's a bass booster on there, so plug in for boosting bass, because why would you not want to do that? And ultimately, yeah, you end up with this a really nice quite a versatile sound. So anyway, enough fanning about. This should be relatively straightforward. I'm going to mute and deactivate all of these lead guitar tracks because I just want to copy the rhythm guitars here. Leave everything else on. Mute the master track, the original track. I mean, I pretty much don't need this now at this point, but I'll keep it there anyway. And basically just try and remember the riffs that I wrote about an hour and a half ago. Probably going to be plenty of mistakes in here, but I'm just going to go for a run through, see how far I get, because so far this evening that's proved to not be too bad. So here we go. I don't have the click turned on, usually helps. Ugh, that was bad. Forgotten what I did not long ago. Oh, I need to mute this as well. Oh god. Okay, so that was mostly terrible. Take 2? I didn't even make a take 1. Oh, I did, apparently. Okay, fine. yeah, I basically have forgotten most of the stuff I'd done in the first part. So what will help is if I just make these bigger. That's the rhythm guitar part up there, and it just helps. You can see dubba dubba dum bump bump dubba dubba dum, and you know dum dum bum bum bum. It just helps me remind. It's kind of like reading music basically. I'm gonna give it another go because that was terrible. Okay, that was considerably better. I think being able to see this really helps. So I'm just going to jump in from here. Cool, happy with all of that. Okay, this pain in the ass riff. Oh, here we go. Ah, it's close. Pretty sloppy. I'm going to give it one more go. I might have to do this on like a repeat thing like I did before, chuck a load of drums at the end of the project and just go around on loop until I get, you know, bits of like a full take and then put it together. But I'll give that one more go. I might just get lucky. That was so not cool. For the most part though, actually it was not too bad. Oh, I can do better than that. What I'm gonna do is do what I did before. Grab that, chuck it over here, copy it, paste it. Give myself plenty of time just to run through it by itself. You know what? I think that was the one. I can't believe that. A little bit out of time. Sweet. Done. That was a much smaller job than I thought it was going to be. So cool. Oh shit. So that's going in there. Sweet. Chuffed with that. So now it's just this last bit, which should be pretty straightforward. Whoa. It's probably not a bad idea that I try and remember the rhythm that I'm playing before I actually start recording it. Yeah, cool. Done, done, done. Okay. That and that and that, please. What a mess. Awesome, so that is not the right place to cut. That is. No, I got it wrong. I was right the first time. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Right, and that should now... Screw it while I'm there. Copy it around a third time, and that's probably where I'll have the outro start around about here, which is what? Ah, okay, under the 2 minute mark. Alright, well, just over 2 minutes with the time of the outro. And that's basically it. I think I'm done in 2 hours. I definitely thought it was going to take longer than that, but I'm not complaining. So, save it, unarm it. Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. I'm going to have a listen to the whole thing now. So here we go. First run through of what I think is kind of the end. Well, not the end, but most of it being done. Here we go. While I'm here, let's tidy this up. So, pretty much everything from there can go, and at this point it's just a case of sort of manually going in and just getting rid of any silence just before notes kind of come in. It will sort of vary for each thing, but as long as they're all kind of roughly around about there, that's fine. And now we should get a nice clean intro without the click on. Sweet. So there we go. That is that. So basically the next steps are to go and sort of change the drums up a little bit and I don't know, add a bit more variation to them. Fix a few of those little out of time bits with the lead parts especially. Possibly re-record some of those bits as well. And then maybe remix it a little bit. It does generally sound fine. Bass is a little bit too pokey in some bits, so it could do with coming down. But yeah, there we go. That is from start to finish in just over 2 hours. Well, I say just under because I had about 5 minutes of faff at the start of the stream. There we have it. Thank you all very much for watching. Thanks for those who sort of dipped in and out. Always nice to have new people, and thank you for all the subscribers I've had recently as well. Really appreciate that. I'm going to try and make these live streams a bit more of a regular occurrence because for the most part, from a technical standpoint, that worked. But yeah, thank you very much. See you all soon. New video out this Thursday. Another live stream out probably next weekend. Cool. See you later.